Continue. But that's why I said, like, you could tell that this has been instituted because people are really, really, really dumbed down here. You know what I mean? And it's multiple reasons why that is, but it's also because of a lot of look. I mean, it's not coincidence that we live in a country where you got people that or companies that pay millions of dollars to have 30 seconds of TV time or commercial time during the Super Bowl. And by statistics and numbers and I went through this class and I was dealing with a dude. I forgot what is it called, but the motherfucker was a psychologist, and he was talking about how just how supermarkets are set up. You know what I mean? They program you just how supermarkets are. It's not coincidence that they put all the candy right by the fucking checkout counter. You get what I'm saying? It ain't coincidence that they paint the walls of certain places certain colors. You know what I mean? It ain't coincidence the way they got the supermarket set up or clothing shops or that it wasn't coincidence. The whole purpose of Walmart, why it making so much money, or like because it's everything you want in one store. You get what I'm saying? So you don't have to run out to go, like, you know what I mean? Like usually it was a store for men and a store for women and a store for kids. Well, Walmart took that and put everything that everybody needed in one fucking store. But then at the same time, the motherfuckers will sit up there and say you conspiracy theorists. But it's a known fucking fact that that guy that started Walmart, Sam Walton, worked for the fucking government. No fucking fact. That ain't even make. They blatantly put it in your face to the point where down where they motherfucking, you know, doing that shit down by the Mexican Texas border, they literally turned one of the Walmarts into a fucking FEMA camp. I might do a video on that though, and then you'll have a person sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, he's crazy," or "He's a conspiracy theory." Do you know what a conspiracy is? A conspiracy is something that can't be proven. Once it can be proven, it's no longer a conspiracy. It's not even a theory. The fuck is you talking about? Yeah. People don't even know, understand where I'm Salaki. I didn't mean to go off like that. And like I said, I mean, if you worried about what you say nowadays, or what people thinking about or looking at, like I said, you worry about the wrong shit. Because like I said, it's in its truth, you're gonna get in trouble for something. You know what I'm saying? You amongst a whole bunch of devils. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, the world is over with when what I'm saying. I'm 40 years old. I remember at one point in time, what I'm saying, a woman getting beat up on the bus would be, I mean, how many people would have fucked that dude up that was hitting that old woman? But instead, we live in a day and age where people laughed at it and took pictures of it. So, uh, it says Dr. William Sargent of the Tavistock Institute reported to have been at the time working in the CIA MK Ultra mind control program in his 1957 book Battle for the Mind, a physiology of conversion and brainwashing, elaborated on and Lewis' theories by stating various beliefs can be implanted in many people after brain function has been sufficiently disturbed by accidental or deliberately induced fear, anger, or excitement. Of the results caused by such disturbances, the most common one is temporarily impaired judgment and heightened suggestibility. It, its various groups manifestations are sometimes classed under the heading of herd instinct and appear most spectacular in wartime. And I'm going to elaborate on that because do you get what he's saying? The herd instinct. That's why you got all these incidents with these shootings. And the first thing they do is, oh, we need to give up guns. They need to take away the guns. You need to take away the guns. So I mean, people don't know this much. That's the one thing why this shit ain't all the way just totalitarian already. We are the most armed society on the planet. You got people right now. France isn't as armed. The citizens of France isn't as armed as American citizens are. But they yet still protesting. They've been protesting for the last 9 fucking months. Hong Kong, them Asians ain't, or Moabites rather. You know what I mean? They not all the way armed. That's why they fighting with bricks and shit like that. Like I mean, but what I mean, these people just so zombified. But my point is, if you were, and that's the herd instinct mentality, because not like I said, they got these school shootings and all that old shit. You like, Oh yeah, so now you got one person screaming, "Oh yeah, give up the guns, give up the guns," and then you're gonna give the guns to the same people that's gonna use the guns on you. When you look into all them futuristic movies, when the society is all like Star Trek or what was that shit called with fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger when he went to Mars and shit. Well, basically though, all them futuristic movies, basically the only people that supposed to had guns was what I mean, the government or the police force, and like even like that movie with Matt Damon. Damn, I can't think of Elysium. You know what I'm saying? Although they still had access because they was criminals, what I mean, it just that'd be a very foolish idea to give up your guns. You know what I mean? Every society that's done it from like when Hitler took over Germany. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Slovakia though. I'm getting sleepy. I should have did this when I was a little bit more awake. I don't mean to be jumping around like that, and I don't want it to throw anybody off what I'm saying. So I'm gonna continue with the book. It says various beliefs. Oh, I read that as far as it said the herd instinct. So basically, you get a group of people speaking on it. You know what I mean, and then eventually everybody gonna follow suit. It says appear most spectacularly in wartime during severe epidemics and all similar periods of common danger. And that's the spirit, because I was just talking about with these mass shootings of common danger, which increase anxiety and so individual and mass suggestibility. And then when people go into like the Illuminati and these different like secret societies, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these are the whole people that come up with these whole little think tanks and these organizations. Like this Tavistock Institute is not something just made up. That's actually a real actual institute. The fuck is this dude doing? Continuing, during World War II, Tavistock ran the British Psychological Warfare Director, Directorate, and the group Slovakia maintained its. That's some demonotic shit. I forgot to burn my sage. It said Victorian and the group maintained its military orientation after the war. I'm gonna repeat that. During World War II, Tavistock ran the British Psychological Warfare Directorate, and the group maintained its military orientation after the war. Tavistock agents have penetrated American intelligence agencies, psychiatric institutions, industry, media, and political organisms, firmly guiding those bodies in alignment with the purpose of the Tavistock controllers. Spreading out from Tavistock, agents have been present at the creation of institutional centers such as the Stanford Research Institute Center for Advanced Behavioral Sciences, the Sloan School at MIT, the Wharton School of Finance and Business Administration at the University of Pennsylvania, the Institute for Social Research at the University of Michigan, and other locations. The Tavistock network has also influenced and penetrated such groups as Esalen, the Rand Corporation, the Hudson Institute, and the Heritage Foundation. A key thrust of Tavistock has been accomplished by the National Trainings Laboratory Sponsoring Group, encounter or sensitivity programs involved in breaking down an individual's personality and reconstructing it along lines agreeable to the group. A microcosmic intervention intended to gradually bring about a macrocosm of the New World Order. It is estimated that millions of persons have been put through this type of processing, including most of the Americans' corporate leaders and officials from the State Department, the Navy, the Department of Education, and the National Education Association. Although touted as a tool for personal organizational liberation, sensitivity programs are also, and that's the spirit, because I was just about to speak on something through a testimony, because it says sensitivity program. And I know a guy, he was in the program, I don't even name the program. What's that shit called? The Magnolia Project, because of my lot being homeless or whatnot. And the dude was telling me, they basically, he said fuck them, but before that they was making them go through like sensitivity classes to deal with like, you know, because we living in a day and age where you just don't have a guy want to be a girl or a girl want to be a guy. You got people they can identify with whatever the fuck they want to. You know what I mean? Like just bug the fuck out. And he was like, basically they had to go through like a weekend of this training session shit. You know what I'm saying? Because of, like you dealing with all these different individuals. I mean, you're dealing with homeless people, and then you're dealing with people that deal with the homeless people. So, and he was like, "Fuck that shit," you know what I'm saying? And I could believe him too, because I mean, he believed in the Lord. It was so spiritual because he actually was talking about. Now he's a much older man than me, but he was like remember. It says in the modern day Bibles how the Messiah he had skin of brass. He was like he remember his grandmother Bible. It said skin of copper. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, so obviously that was a man with, a man of color, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I pretty much brought out the point of what I was trying to get at. Because like I said, that's what the whole point of them sensitivity classes is programming. That's why I like certain people that's been locked up and had to go to like certain like, or when you like on a mental case workload or caseload, you know what I'm saying? All that old trying to program you shit. Like I'm unprogrammable. Yeah, right. I'm gonna say that shit again, though. I am. Dude to tell you that, Mr. Psychologist. Anyhow, although touted as a tool for personal and organizational liberation, well, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Yahweh Shah, because I don't want to toot my own horn and then he bring me low, you know what I'm saying? But that was all through the Most High, you know what I'm saying? But these demons gonna pay, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end, I mean, it's ultimately like I said, when you actually understand the spiritual side of it, you understand it's all because it's eventually all things that's gonna play out is all gonna bring about the will of the Most High. But when you take the time to think about that, like, come on, man, like these devils, I don't think the Most High would even let us know how much actually is going on. You know what I mean? You know how many people are drinking tainted? How long do you think the people in Michigan were drinking tainted water before it was exposed? They was drinking tainted water. You know what I'm saying? Like just like I mean, you got California. If you can't see the size of something catastrophic is about to happen, do you not even know the rainforest is on fire? And you know, you as a human being, you need the oxygen that these plants and trees produce. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna stop on that note because I just got mad. So, and that's pretty much the point of that chapter. So I'm gonna end the chapter. Lord willing, it's another chapter. I'm gonna proofread it a little bit because if it's not, well, actually it is because it's going to the book Propaganda by the guy Bernays, who was actually like Sigmund Freud's nephew or some shit like that, showing you how you know society really works. Like people say, "Oh, you work hard, and that's how you can accomplish," but it's really who you know and who you related to. Motherfucker won't admit that, but it's the truth. So with that, I'm gonna end the lesson. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory, call Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who told me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and sincerity, risking their lives and the freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwath and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, it was an edifying video. Shalom to confusion, faith, brethren, join into our ranks. Shalom to all the sincere Akim out there pushing this truth and risking their lives and the freedom to do so. And with that, I want to say shalom, shalom, abab to Babylon, and Lord willing, Most High, well, patience is, you know, one day to the Lord, well, one day to us. Salaki, I'm saying it wrong. You know the scripture though. And the point being is we need to be more like Yahweh while Yahweh Shah because, at the end of the day, you know, because at the end of the day, all of it's lucky. I'm stutter stepping over here. Like I said, I'm really tired. At the end of the day, it's all basically the will of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Patience is a virtue. That's why patience is a gift as well. You know what I mean? I realize that. So what I mean. All these things will take place when it all fits. The will of Yahweh while Yahweh Shah. So with that, I want to say Shalom, Shalom, and the Bible boy, Shalom.